Hello, in this video I'm going to show how to set up this hero up here, also called image with text overlay. So first we go to our admin panel, click on online store, and then we click customize. In here, if we did not have it already, we would scroll down and add section, and then it's the one called image with text overlay. Click on it and select. In this case we have it, so let's just go back and look at the different settings. First we have to choose an image. That is easily done just by clicking on it and finding an appropriate image. I suggest that you choose something that is larger than 1920 pixels in the width, but also you have to be of course cautious about the height. The theme itself will make sure that it's downsizing it to the different sizes needed for mobile and so on. The next option we have here is something called disable lazy load, and that is if you're using this section as the first thing on the page, make sure you click on this to disable lazy load so that this picture behind here is loading as fast as possible, since it will be the largest contentful pane, which is part of this new Google Web Core Vitals, and it is important to them, and maybe it's also important to the user that a picture here is loaded. But if you're using this section further down on the page, do not click on this one. Then it's better that it's first shown when the user is scrolling down near the image. The next thing we have here is image alignment, which is set to center, meaning that the picture is centered on here. If it was left, it will be centered. It will start here and go out this way. It is only something you're gonna see if the picture is not big enough to cover this whole area, and that you have chosen an image fit that is not to cover. But sometimes maybe it's worth just trying around the different settings in here. Image fit is also something if you just had some kind of patterns in the background, maybe it'll be better just to take fill, where it's gonna stretch out the image. We can see it if I choose fill and I choose a small section height here. You can see how it is just stretched out to each side, and still the whole image is shown here in the height. In these cases, of course, it would most likely be better to choose cover so that you can actually see the image. And maybe if the most important part of the picture is down on the bottom here, maybe it would be beneficial to choose bottom in the alignment. So these two, there's something you can play around with to find exactly the fit you want for your image. Of course, it's also going to be different on phone and so on. Try to choose something that fits the best to your design. Next we have full width or fixed width. Fixed width meaning that it's only going to use the width of the page, and full width is going to use the width of the viewport we have here. Section height is, what it's saying is the height of the section. It's actually the padding from here to here and to here to here. So if it's extra large, there's a large padding here. So again, play around with it and find the fit for your page. Then we have header text size, which is the size of this text up here. We have text size, which is the size of this text. And the next thing you can do is you can write your heading. You can write your text, which you have here. And if you want a button, you have to add something here to the button label. If I remove it, you can see that the button is going away. And down here, either you choose a link from collection product, or you insert your own URL here. Last, I want to talk just briefly about the text color, and you can see compared to the image, we have an overlay here. That is something you find in theme settings and colors, and scroll down to image overlay. This is a setting we are using globally on all sections where we have text going above an image. So here you can choose if the text should be white or black. You can choose what background color we want to use. If we choose 100%, of course we won't be able to see the image then. Then you can see the different color of the background, and after that you can mix it with the opacity, how much of the image behind you want to be able to see. So this is something where you have to play around with it and find the look that you want it to be. And when you have found your fit, you just click save, and then you have your new hero section here, or it could be a section for something else. But this was an introduction to the image with text overlay.